Hello and thanks for joining us on The What Now. Let's begin with the latest from Turkey and Syria, where more than 105 hours have passed since the first of the two devastating earthquakes struck in the border between southern Turkey and northern Syria. Now, with each passing hour, the hope of finding survivors keeps dwindling. We have an update.
More than 21,000 people are known to have died after Monday's earthquakes in southern Turkey and northern Syria. Without shelter, water, fuel, and electricity, the World Health Organization fears many survivors may yet lose their lives. As rescuers continue their painstaking work, the WHO says there is deep concern there could be a secondary disaster which may cause harm to more people than the initial quake. Survivors are still being pulled out of the rubble, but hope is fading for others trapped in freezing conditions. Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has visited several earthquake-hit provinces in Turkey after strong criticisms of the way his government has handled the crisis. The country's foreign minister confirmed work is continuing to open two new border crossings into Syria to assist the aid effort. A newborn baby and his mother have been rescued from the rubble. A 10-day-old boy named Yagis was retrieved from a ruined structure in the Hatay province. The United Nations has released $25 million from the UN Central Emergency Response Fund to jumpstart aid response. Early next week, it will launch a flash appeal for donor support for those affected by the earthquake in Syria. Secretary General Antonio Guterres called the earthquake, quote, one of the biggest natural disasters of our time, end quote. He informed journalists in New York that desperately needed relief supplies are being taken to the badly affected. The U.S. Agency for International Development has pledged $85 million in urgent life-saving relief for the earthquake victims in Turkey and Syria. U.S. aid says the funding will go towards shelter, water supply, food and health care. Britain is not being left out in the provision of relief materials. All delivered by donors to British Turkish Society, including more than 200 heating devices, are being sorted by volunteers working around the clock to facilitate the distribution process at a later time to those affected by the earthquake.
The earthquake that struck Turkey and Syria is one of the biggest natural disasters in our times. Just hours ago, the first United Nations convoy crossed into northern Syria through the Bab al-Awa crossing. It included 6 trucks carrying shelter and other desperately needed relief supplies. More help is on the way, but much more is needed.
King Charles III and the Queen Consort spearheaded the donations.